Oh, hi there. I didn't actually see you all there. I was too busy being awesome, as you do, standard. No, I'm only joking. Right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are watching me today. You could be in the comfort of your home, on your laptop, on your Mac, on your computer. You could well be in college watching me right now within a classroom, so make sure you've got your headphones on because you won't be able to hear me. But if you've got your headphones on, you'll be able to hear my voice right now, obviously. But yes, no jokes aside, this is your self-supported study unit. It's been mentioned in previous weeks and throughout the year that we're going to trial it this year. It's going to be the first time it runs. So self-supported study, it's been terminology down to the S3, so the three S's, as you said, self-supported study. Okay, the self-supported study itself is going to work for the next, I'm going to say 4 to 5 months around your Unit 9 practical team sports. So your theory sessions, now that you're in a classroom with me, will not take place actually contact one-to-one or your group and myself. It will be obviously online. There's been a few changes in timetables, obviously for Group D, because you had me for practical then theory. So obviously we've switched that over now. That's obviously going to benefit all groups. The reason I say that is because you are going to do the online study and then you are going to bring your work or your knowledge that you've gained from your work to the practical session, and we're going to implement the work that you have done. So for example, for that, week 1 we're going to start to look at we're looking at rules and regulations. So that's the first assignment we're going to look at in terms of practical team sport. So I'm just going to talk you through a little bit of a tutorial of where to go and what you might find within this module. So straight away I'm going to load up. If you just see me clicking now, it's because I'm using something called Screen-o-Matic. So BTEC Sport Year 1. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. So as you see, you have your announcements, your homework, your lesson content, your assignments, and so on, which you would normally click on. If you scroll a tiny little bit further down, what you'll find is that S3, the supported self-study or self-supported study, the 3 S's. You are going to click into that. And straight away what you see here, you'll see a little introduction to what this unit is about. So I'm just going to take you through it a bit. I'm just going to wheel across this a second. Just give me bear in mind a second. Give me a second. Okay, so as it says, I'm not really going to read it word for word because you can read this in your own time, but this module's theory session we run as what's known as an S3 module, as I've just told you. It's a new way of learning. Obviously, it's been employed by the college for numerous different reasons. One, to develop your skills and problem solve, so we're going to set you on tasks, we're going to set you on group discussions, we'll put you on blogs, journals, we'll get you working in groups at times, we'll be using Padlet, we'll be using Kahoot. You kind of name it, we're going to try and run that, I'm going to try and use that. Second, always obviously we use a range of resources that you can choose. That's the whole point of it. It's how you're best going to learn. It's fitting round your education. Third one is to discover a different mode of learning, and finally help develop your ability to be an autonomous learner. So if there's weeks when you are not in a group, when you're most likely to be on your own, with no contact from me, you be out there doing your own work by yourself, and that is what we call obviously an autonomous learner. It's autonomous learning, and that will get you in good stead for university, because as I've mentioned before, university is you're there 5 days a week, contact time, you're talking not much more than you are in college, but you're expected to do a lot of reading, you're expected to do a lot of work within that area. Over the course of next year, you'll be set weekly online sessions in which you'll need to complete before you arrive to your practical session. So as I previously mentioned, you have to do the work, submit before you turn to practical session. 10 minutes, 15 minutes before every practical session. So for instance, I have Group A on a Thursday afternoon. I'll be checking 10 minutes before your lesson to see if you have submitted your theory work. If you haven't, you'll be asked to leave the lesson to go away and carry out the online lesson. If we see multiple instances of you not carrying out this, then we'll take you off this self-supported study. Okay, and we'll find some alternative routes for that. There'll be a range of activities to complete, like I said, videos, presentations, audio, and even reading. Yes, you have to do reading. The best of us read, I still read, all members of staff read to enhance our learning as a bit more staff development, because things change. Rules change, for example. Rules do change within sports. for me to know these rules and the changes is a good thing, because obviously I'm teaching you. I don't want to be caught back up in the past of that. Obviously I give the example the other weeks in terms of American football and how contact has changed a lot from the Super Bowl last year. So like I said, you'll be required to show your learning through numerous assessments. These include blogs, small online tests, worksheets, Padlets, group work, all on submission. Don't worry about the bottom bit there on the bottom in terms of your point of contact, because you already know me by now. And obviously Group B, you already know John by now, because obviously John's taught you. Cheeky little picture in there. Thought it was a good little image for you just to reflect back on. Numerous amount of teams, American football teams, these are college teams, all sponsored by Nike, all as one, working as a team, and that's what we want to bring out of this unit. So, as I say, I'm scrolling down a tiny little bit more now, and I'm going into the rules and regulations of sport. So this is your first task for this. So as you can see on the board there, it says you are required to provide a minimum of 5 written rules for 3 different sports. So what you're going to do in your task in groups, which are going to be set, which I'm going to show on this screen, so it's vital that you watch me to the very end. I do apologise if I'm boring you, but I'm going to have to show you your groups on here, just to make sure that you're watching the video all the way through. Don't worry, I won't be on webcam every week. So you are going to choose 3 sports. Sorry, you are going to do 3 sports. I am going to choose 2 of them for you. One of them is cricket. The second one is volleyball, so you've got a little bit of a range there, and we're also giving you the chance to choose one of those sports yourself. What you're required to do then, okay, is I want you to produce a PowerPoint presentation, which you are going to submit via this link. Okay. The link, like I said, will close about probably around 15 minutes, 10 minutes before your practical session. That's already been synced up. So what you're going to do is you're going to get 5 written rules of that sport. So I'm going to put some examples out there for you. So for example, cricket. A written rule in cricket, nice and easy. If the ball is hit over the boundary without bouncing, that will be classed as 6 runs. If the ball bounces and goes to the boundary, so bounces before the boundary rope and goes over the line, that will be classed as 4 runs. There is 2 simple written rules within the law of cricket. We're not looking for like sport etiquette. If, for instance, in football, if someone goes down, you kick a ball, because that's not a written rule. Okay, a written rule in football is obviously offside rule, or a written rule in football is the only time you can be booked or sent off is from the referee. The only time you can be given offside is from a linesman. A referee can't give you offside, or a fourth official can't give you offside. It's the linesman's job there. So that's what we're trying to look for, and obviously you can choose your third choice of sport. So as I said, 5 written rules for 3 different sports: cricket, volleyball, and obviously one of your choice. That is to be over a PowerPoint presentation within your groups. No, you don't have to present them, you just have to submit them. But make sure you are switched on and know your rules for when you come to the practical session. So as you see now, I'm going to open up this week 1 rules and regulations group list. So I'm going to open up. It was a bit loud. Okay, so as you see here now on the board, just click that off. So, Group A, so Academy Group. Group 1 is Flash, Harriet and Brendan. You are going to work as a group on this. Group 2 is going to consist of Butters, Miss Hampton, Cammy and Kyle. Group 3 is going to be Mr. Gornall himself, Mr. Jake Gornell, Joe Fuster, Mr. Priestley and Stewie Boy. Group 4 is going to consist of Mr. Weller, Alex McFarlane and also Brandon Brendan. Why can't you just have the same spelling in your name? Anyway, Group C. Yours is going to consist of Alan Bowles, Carl Wellard, Beth Heads and Mr. Joe Johnson in Group 1. Group 2 is going to be Dash, Mr. John Danes, aka Bantanar, and Lauren Rogers. Group 3 is going to consist of Mr. Tidy, Rebecca Bowen and Rob Dixon. Group 4 is going to consist of Louis Dalton, Emily Manders, Jacob McKay and Taylor Singleton. Moving over to Group D, I have got Matthew Bradley, Charlotte Agar, Chloe Jones, George Howard. In Group 2, I have got Mr. Jake Campbell, Nicole Courtney, Josh Watts, and least not forgetting, I've just remembered because I've just seen him in the corridor, I do apologise, Mr. Glass Ankle himself, because he was giving me some abuse earlier on. Group 3 is Brian Free, Sam Russell, Jack Rose, Gianni Cuthbertson, and Group 4 is Glenn Lancaster, Steph Morgan, Mr. Referee himself, Alex Pearson. This should be a good one for you, and Mr. Harry Ray. That is your groups for this first task, this first week. Okay, I'm just going to click off that now there. Don't need to save that. Oh, I do need to save that, but I'll go back to it. Don't worry about that. It'll be updated on there. So like I said, you are going to submit via this link. Please submit this before your practical session. And the best of luck, really. I hope you enjoy this unit. Please watch the other video of me going through the type of areas that you are going to find, and also the unit content that we're going to cover. Okay, thanks for your time. I'll see you soon.